welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm Mary Trimble with your readings for August the 13th through August the 13th through August the 19th. Now, this is for your sun, moon, and rising, guys, and these are general readings. So if you would like a personal reading, you can click right here on this link up here, and that will give you some information on how to get a personal reading with me. Listen, guys, I'm so excited. I am up to over 4K in subscribers. That's huge for me. I am so grateful and I'm so ecstatic. When I upload videos, it kind of goes down a bit and then goes back up. So it might be a little below when you check it out, but it will raise higher. So I'm really excited, and thank you, really thank you for subscribing. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy that you stopped by, and I really hope that you'll come back, and I hope you enjoy your readings here. I start off with an astrological report for the week, and then I go into the readings for your horoscope. And as I said before, it's for your sun, moon, and rising. All the links will be below in the show more section. You'll also get other links down there you can check out. Check me out on Patreon. There's a link right here or below in the show more section, and that's another way to support me. And check me out on Instant Go. That's down below also. What else? I think that's it. If you are returning, thank you. I really appreciate you, because you keep coming back and you give me that inspiration to keep going with this. Now, the astrological report for the week. The big news is that Mars, and tonight, I'm actually recording this on Sunday, Mars is moving, it's still moving retrograde, and it's going back into the sign of Capricorn. Now, Mars loves Capricorn, right? Because it can get things done. However, it is retrograde, so we may kind of experience some clashes business-wise, because Capricorn kind of rules business and career and ambition, and Mars is get up and go and take action, right? So we might kind of have some, this is really a good time for you to look at all the blockages that you put in. Why do you procrastinate? What makes you procrastinate? Is it fear? Is it what is it for you? It's good to look at that so that you can remove those blocks and get ready for when it goes direct to spring into action. This is a really good time to plan, right? To get your ducks in a row, to think about what is your next move. How are you going to make that move? So if you know that, when you know that Mercury is in retrograde and you've got this, and you've got it, and it's in Capricorn, which is very ambitious and business oriented, you can really plan your future business wise and spring into action once it goes direct at the end of the month. Now, also, Mercury is retrograde too, and that is really slowing down and getting ready to go direct on Saturday the 18th. Another good time to, get your ducks in a row. Maybe get an oil change for your car. If you have to get to work, leave a little extra early, because you could run into some delays on the subways or trains or things like that. So it's very good to kind of leave a little extra early, especially if you have an important meeting. Definitely plan ahead and leave a bit early. Better to be early than late, isn't it? And you can always hang out and get a cup of tea and relax before you go into your meeting or before you go into work. So that's, when Mercury goes direct, there's always a little time, maybe a week or so, 5 to 7 days, of where the effects of Mercury direct is still happening. So it's very important to remember that, to allow for that. So if you've noticed that people are a little passive aggressive, or you've got that, silent freeze from some people, that will all change and abate once these planets go direct. Also, a good thing to be aware of is, or to be conscious of, is, Mercury is all about electronic messages, right? Communication. So be aware, make sure that you are sending your message to the correct person when replying, right? Or responding. So be very aware. I mean, I think we've all done that. I've responded or replied to somebody in error. So without further ado, let's go to your reading, shall we? Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to your reading for August the 13th through August the 19th. And I'm very sorry for the lateness, the tardiness of this video. I had some technical difficulties yesterday, and what can I say? It took me a while to get them sorted out. But that's kind of understandable with Mercury in retrograde, isn't it? Anyway, the first card out for you, Scorpio, is the Star. One of my favorite cards. The Star is about healing, a very deep healing. This is, spiritually, physically, emotionally. This is on all levels. And this is actually an indication that your path, if you've been lost or you don't know in which direction to go, your path may be illuminated here, because she spreads light where there was once darkness, but she's the connection from the ethereal to the world. It's like, things go up to be healed and come back down. It's just a beautiful circular motion. So I have a feeling that, look, some of you, it might be a physical healing, and some of you, it's on all three levels. But the starlight is shining on you, and you will definitely see in which direction to go. Your path will be illuminated. Now, clarifying it, you have two cards, Scorpio. One of them is the Death card, which means a huge change is coming for you. And I believe internally, never be afraid of the Death card. The Death card indicates, if you will, the death of the old you and the rebirth, because it means death and rebirth is what it is, and it's representative of Scorpio, actually. It's kind of Scorpio card, right? It's very kind of Plutonian. It's about death and rebirth. And so I feel that there's a major change coming for you where you, well, let me go on let me just go on to the next card, because right next to it is the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords is like the Justice card. And to me, it's kind of a karmic card, right? This is about coming from a higher plane, doing things for the right reasons, and really being honest and forthcoming, and going forward, spiritually centered. So, if you're an atheist and you have a problem with that, it's just about doing the next right and ethical thing. It's about being ethical. I'm getting that you're not to take any shortcuts in any way this week. It's like, don't overbill if you are working on your own. Don't lie about your hours if you're on a timely thing. Be very honest and very open this week, and very raise your vibration. And I feel that you are going to have a major change. I mean, in the way you look at life, in the way you go forward. It could be physically as well. It could be that you have made your mind up to do things differently. But whatever it is, I feel that life will completely change for you in the coming days and weeks. Now, the next card, you've got the Knight of Swords, which is another Justice card, right? He's in service to the king. He represents the king. He passes down judgment like the king does. The king has no area on passing down judgment. So I feel that this is about, look, nights are always about movement. It's always about moving forward, right? And doing things for the right reason. I'm getting that. It's like a calm, every decision you make has a karmic value. So think about the karmic value of every decision that comes your way this week and take the high road. I'm getting, Angel Metatron, who raises everyone's vibration and teaches everyone how to come from a higher perspective, kind of thing, from a higher place. Now, the card that's see, this is interesting, right? The card that is clarifying the Knight of Swords is the World. This is a new beginning for you. This is definite. Well, first of all, when the World comes up, it's saying that you have come full circle. You are in this place in your life where you have just, you're at the pinnacle of your career. You've done everything. You've learned everything you can. You have all this life experience. And when the World comes up, it's saying, look, you can continue doing what you're doing. And if you do, not much will change. But this is saying you have an opportunity now to really completely change in the direction that you're going, and you will be supported by the universe to do that. This is a wonderful time to make those changes. Now, if it's like an internal change, it could be just an internal change. It could be following your life purpose. This could be an opportunity for you to get started on your life purpose. Now, your life purpose, you have to ask yourself, if you don't know what it is, one thing you must understand, your life purpose is meant to be shared. So it is for the betterment of mankind. And it could be, even if you're an artist, and even if you're a designer and you're creating beautiful clothes, or you're an artist and you're painting, or you're an alchemist and you're bringing out these beautiful scents, whatever it is, you're sharing that with the world will make the world a richer place. So it's accentuating life's experience in some form, and you're sharing it. So I say all that to say that this is an opportunity for you to explore. But it's something that you must feel really passionate about, that it must feed your soul, whatever that is. Even if you're running a marathon and you're inspiring other people to do that, you're still sharing it, you're doing it. It could be, you don't have to serve people. Do you know what I mean? For your life purpose. You can just be an example, a shining example even. Whatever that is, it's good to explore that. Scorpio. Now, the next card you've got is the Nine of Wands. You've worked really hard and then you're just like, oh, it's not worth it. You get another slap in the face or another bill or something that knocks you back, and you're like, oh, I just can't do this anymore. I just want to get off. I just want to give up. And when the Nine of Wands comes in, it's saying, darling, you're nearly at the finish line. Don't give up now. I know you're tired. But sometimes this means that you need to take a rest, right? Back off, take a rest, regroup, right? Heal yourself, because it's like a battlefield, right? He's been on the battlefield and he's been battling for so long. He just wants to lie down and die. But what this card indicates is like, okay, get off the battlefield for a minute, regroup, heal yourself, give yourself some time, some rest, and come back with renewed energy and gusto and fighting. And interestingly enough, right, clarifying this card is the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is like, darling, you are exhausted. You need to take a rest. You need a respite from your life. This could mean going away on a spiritual retreat. That's maybe what you need, a spiritual retreat. You need to retreat. No matter what it is, you need to get a rest from the kids, the family, the work, the job, whatever it is. Get away from everything and everyone and just be. Now, if you can't do that, meditate. But definitely, this is an indication that you need to get more sleep. You need to rest. Because when you're really tired, you do want to give up. You get uninspired and you just want to I can't take it anymore. And you do take on a lot, Scorpio. You know, seems to be your story. So don't forget to take care of yourself and rest. Scorpio, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week. If you would like a personal reading with Mary, please go to www.liveinthesolution.com.